Anything else?
Dharma-hungry people looking for Dharma teachings.
Dharma-hungry people.
Yeah.
Okay. Looking for Dharma teachings.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Yeah. So I want us to get to that next level. Why are we hungry for Dharma teachings? What are we trying to seek, actually?
Happiness.
Who said that? Nice. Do you like vanilla ice cream?
So one of the things is your mind impacts what's happening in the body, so meditation for healing.
Okay. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, curiosity is it's an okay answer.
It's honest.
Yeah. No, honesty is the best policy. Yeah. But I want to give you guys a hypothesis. Yeah. And just check this in your own experience. Yeah. We all want to be happy. Okay? Yes? All right. Nice. Everyone?
Yes.
Okay, good. You've come to the right place. And we all don't want to suffer. Okay? All right. So this is actually the very fundamental starting point of Dharma, actually. We all want to be happy. We all want to be happy, and we don't want to suffer. Okay? So then, you might have seen this in your life, right? What you do on a daily basis, yeah? Not just today, but if you really think back from your whole life, probably everything that we've done has been in this pursuit of happiness or trying to avoid suffering, okay? So, all right, even in school, okay, the person on Friday night that goes out to party, right, versus the person who stays home to study, they're both wanting happiness, okay? Now, we do make choices in the long versus short-term happiness, and we make decisions, right? The person who sits on the couch, watches a movie and eats popcorn, versus the person who goes out and runs 10 kilometers, same thing, right? They want to be happy. They want to avoid suffering, right? Okay. Then, when we even look in our where we spend our time, where we spend our energy, where we spend our resources and money, it's always, we exert all this energy trying to find happiness, right? But for most of us, then we look. Actually, in Delhi, there's not so many billboards, advertisement.
It's not legal, I think.
Really?
Yeah. And when you cross over to Noida and Gurgaon, they start popping up.
Wow, that's a great. Hawaii, where I'm from Hawaii, aloha. Hawaii has the same policy. No, really, there's no billboards. Yeah, it's nice. In Bangalore, which is my other, the city I frequent most, there's plenty. And on the whole road going in, you see all these advertisements. Yeah. Anyway, so you think, as we were saying with marketing, right? In all these ads, you see the people smiling, right? Whatever they're selling, yeah. So actually, this is a very is a very profound psychological trick that the marketing people are playing at us, right? Whatever it is, it's like bathroom cleaner, but the person's like, right? Whatever the product is, buy this, you'll be happy, And for me, for a long part, we kind of believe, or at least we don't question, right? It's like society has a formula for us, We get the this equals happiness, And what are those things, yeah? Good job, good money, good house, good car, good, girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband, a lot of children. Nice. Good degree. In India, that's very important, right? BA is not enough, right? Right?
MA is not enough.
MA is not enough, right? Right? All those things. Get that. And you'll be happy. Yeah? So I think all of you, the mere fact that you've come here tonight shows you have a bit of insight. Yeah? A little bit, maybe curiosity, right? Because probably all of you, you've had some level of success with getting those things, right? And how's that turned out in terms of the happiness that you thought you were going to get? Something to think about. So, although we're not denying that getting material wealth and eating nice food and doing all these things, having a nice apartment and a nice car and nice friends to hang out with and a nice spouse and all that, we're not denying that that's good, right? So definitely, given a choice, I'd rather be, especially here in Delhi, you guys can relate. In the summertime, I definitely would rather have air conditioning in the place I'm staying than not, okay? And we don't have to feel bad about that, okay? So we're not denying that our external physical conditions and surroundings and the people we associate with, it does have an impact, yeah? But the point is that, although it's okay, it's not enough for us to achieve the level of happiness that we're really seeking, okay? So, actually, okay, as Kabirji mentioned, I'm studying at a Tibetan monastery, okay? So, in Tibetan, there's not a word, we don't say Buddhist, but the word they use is Nangpa, yeah? Oh. Are you Tibetan? Yeah. Okay. Tashirille. Yeah. So what does Nangpa mean?
Nangpa means Buddhist.
No, but Nang, what is Nang? Like the etymology, the drashe, inside, right? Inside. And the word they use for like non-Buddhist? Chiropa. Chiropa. Okay, so chiro?
Outside.
Outside. Okay. Now this is the drashe, or the etymology. And it's very profound, actually. Yeah? So we think of what we normally do, right? Chiropa, outside. All the energy, all the focus is on the outside, trying to arrange our physical world and surroundings to kind of help us in our quest for happiness and to avoid suffering, right? But the Buddhist, okay, Nangpa, inside, working with the inner world, yeah, and our mind as a method to gain happiness and avoid suffering, yeah. So here, I'm not even emphasizing, yeah, we have to now call ourselves Buddhists or shave our head and do all this kind of thing. Wear a skirt if you're a guy. But the point is, this very orientation with how we are exerting our energy, yeah, we do so much like a chiropa, yeah, focusing on the outside. Now what we're trying to do is work on the nang side, the inner, the mind, okay? Right? So, that's what we're doing. We want to be happy, we don't want to avoid suffering. So, yeah, we're going to be working on techniques that transform, develop our minds so that we can gain lasting and real happiness. Yeah, real happiness that doesn't depend on our external circumstances. right? Because the thing is, one main concept that comes up in Buddhism a lot is this concept of impermanence, right? So everything that has arisen from causes and conditions is impermanent in nature, meaning subject to disintegration and decay, right? So if we have our hopes pinned on external phenomena, which are impermanent in nature for our happiness, yeah, then any happiness that we derive from those objects will also be impermanent. Yeah. So, unstable and ultimately not fulfilling. Okay, so we feel okay about that hypothesis? All right. So then let's also just turn our attention. Although we want happiness and don't want suffering, then actually all other living beings is just like that, right? Yeah? Even the ants and the mosquitoes and the flies, right? You try to slap, it'll fly away. It doesn't want to be killed. It doesn't want suffering, right? If you leave a cup, I do this a lot in my room, you leave a cup with a little bit of the tea on the bottom, ants will come and try to eat it, yeah? Because they get some happiness from that sugar, right? Isn't it? Mm. So now here, we set as our motivation, yeah, that we want to be happy and want to avoid suffering. Therefore, we're going to learn about these techniques to deal with our minds, okay? Now, as we do that, we will be, less trouble to other people that we encounter, right? Because especially these next 2 days, we're going to be talking about anger, right? And what happens when we get angry? We tend to hurt those who are around us, right? So we'll be causing less trouble in society, right? Okay, that's good. But I want to just expand our mindset a little bit, because here, what is this? Tushita Mahayana Meditation Center. Okay? Mahayana. Okay? So, Maha, great. Yeah? Yana, vehicle. Yes, Sanskrit experts. Thank you. So, here, what puts the Maha in Mahayana, right, is that we should have at our intention at the very beginning that the purpose of our practice isn't just for ourselves, right? But Maha, great, being encompassing all living beings, yeah? And we should think that we're doing this practice, we're trying to develop our minds so that we can develop it to its highest potential, you know? And what's our highest potential? Buddha. This is what I was saying right at the beginning. We all have the potential to become enlightened ones, awakened ones, okay? Buddha, many, many lifetimes ago, was just like us, with suffering, problems, anger, you know? Bad hair days. But through techniques of training the mind through meditation, yeah, and purifying the mind, then became the awakened one, okay? And then taught those very techniques for us to follow in his footsteps, right? So that's the wonderful opportunity that we have, just being born in this kind of human body with a sound body and mind, you know, and access to the teachings. Most unbelievable, yeah? So we should set as our goal, yeah, that, okay, a lot of times in these Mahayana centers, yeah, they set as the motivation, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all sentient beings, okay? Now, I actually learn a lot teaching. I have a lot to learn. But I once did a course up in Dharamsala, and in Dharamsala there's a lot of people from different nationalities who come to learn Dharma. And especially, you sir, you just came. Was there, when I went, there's many Israelis.
Yes.
They're all-
Yes, right? Because they have mandatory army service. Then after they finish, okay, let me go to India. Their shekels can be stretched here. Yeah? Yeah? So anyway, a lot of them go, and because of the experience in the army, they're a little bit hungry for Dharma. It's very good. Then at the beginning of the session, I'm like, yes, let's set as our motivation, my attain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. Then one guy was like, hey, I don't know what enlightenment is. What are you talking about? Right? So let's not use all this terminology, but just this thought to achieve our highest potential as living beings. That everyone can generally agree to. Yeah? What that is, okay, it's a bit difficult at first to understand. But just if you can use it, those words and just set that as your motivation at the beginning. Yeah? Did you hear it? Yeah? Okay, let's start from the beginning again, right? We want to be happy, don't want suffering. Therefore, although there's happiness that comes from external circumstances, it's ultimately unreliable and unsatisfying, so we're going to do something to develop the mind. Okay? Then as we develop the mind, we are going to try to attain our highest potential so that we can lead all others to do the same thing. Okay? How does that sound? Thank you. Because the thing is, it's very much emphasized in this tradition, this concept of the motivation. You know, it's actually more important to have a good motivation than anything else. You know, and this motivation that we're trying to actualize our highest potential for the benefit of all sentient beings is what is going to sustain the energy in our practice over a long period of time. You know, I often make a little, I think it's kind of funny. It's not that funny, but it's kind of funny. But, you know, you could imagine two people, okay? There's one person, okay, they're gonna start like working out and eating healthy, okay? Now the one person is going to spend Christmas and New Year's in Goa, okay? And, okay, I'm going to take you as an example. What's your name?
Kunal.
Kunal, okay. So Kunal is going to go to Goa over Christmas and New Year's, so he wants to look good in his, whatever, bathing suit, right? You want the six-pack, you want the nice pecs, all this stuff, right? Okay, all right? Now you, sir. What's your name?
Dheeraj.
Niraj. Niraj. Ah,
Dheeraj.
Dheeraj.
Yeah.
All right. You have a very tall body, pretty athletic build. Okay, he's actually going to be training for the Olympics, right? Okay?
Yeah.
Training for the Olympics. India, come on. Got to get some gold medals, all right? Right? So he's going to train. Okay. Now, they both do the same thing. They're both going to go running. They're both, you know, going to eat healthy and all this, okay? But that day, right? That day when it's maybe a little bit rainy, you know? Maybe they're a little bit stressed out and all this. Who's going to be the one that's going to give up? Oh yeah, okay, I can work out tomorrow. Hmm? Right?
That's him.
Thank you. Oh, well, now you guys are answering. Right?
Good.
Isn't it? Right? Because here's the thing, right? To look good on the beach, yeah, you can skip a workout once in a while, right? You can have that French fries once in a while, right? But you see, if we set our sets a little bit higher, we set our sights a bit higher, then it's like, okay, I want those French fries, but India, gold, you know? I gotta get the gold, right? Then it's quite different, and it brings a bit different energy to our practice, right? So if we're thinking, you know, yeah, okay, I'm gonna meditate. Why? Oh, I had a stressful day at work, and yeah, just chill out for a little bit, right? Then really, we can do that listening to music. We can do that having a nice, you know, Scotch whiskey. We can accomplish that goal doing many different things, right? Right? So, anyway. Kind of funny, but very true, I think. Okay? So please keep that in mind. Oh my gosh. Is this right? Is it 7:30? Oh man. Okay. All right. Let's wrap it up. I tend to be a bit verbose.
You know why the Buddha took 3 countless great eons, right?
Oh. Yeah. He did in, okay. All right. So where were we? Motivation. Okay. Now, given that we have this motivation to actualize our highest potential, then still we can ask, why do we come here? Right? We have to be very clear about that, yeah? So here's the point. What is the beautiful title that we had for this? Putting an end to all suffering. Healing the body and mind through meditation. Wow. That is great. Something nice.
I didn't choose that title.
Oh, right? So, given that we want to put an end to all suffering and heal the body and mind, then why do we need meditation? That's still, we have to ask. Yeah? That's still I haven't proved to you guys yet, right? Okay. So this is what another hypothesis for you guys, okay? Now, the word for meditation in Tibetan?
Gom.
Gom, okay. Now, Gom has also a connotation of familiarization or habituation, right? Well, no, right meaning right. Yes, believe me, okay? Now, here's the thing. We're talking about habits, okay? Now, what we're trying to do, why do we get angry? Yeah? We have a habit to get angry, basically. When someone provokes us, says something bad to us, then our habit is, you know, get angry back at them, right? So, basically, our minds have been habituated to get angry when provoked, yeah? To develop attachment when we see an attractive object, and so forth, right? So, what we're going to do with our meditation practice is start to unwind these bad habits of mind, yeah? And eventually get rid of them completely. And then we're also going to try to cultivate positive states of mind, strengthen them. And so, as with anything, any habit that we're trying to do, at first is very difficult. It takes a lot of effort, and it won't arise very quickly, right? But through the force of habituation, I used to be a musician. So anyway, like if you're learning a new musical instrument, the first time you play, it's like, where are the notes? Can't do. But through repeated practice, then you become quite fluent at it, and then at a certain point you can even, you know, not look at the keys, know where everything is, and you know, play Rachmaninoff. So that's what we're trying to do with our meditation practice. We start small, yeah? We build up a habit over a long period of time, and then we'll get some results. Why? Because this concept of Buddha nature, meaning our anger, our destructive states of mind, they're not intrinsically part of the mind, right? They're just habits that we have cultivated, you know? But if we subject our mind to different kinds of stimulus and different kinds of training, we can have a totally different experience. And this is what's called for us, scientists, neuroplasticity. Yeah, you guys heard of neuroplasticity?
No.
Yeah.
No? Okay. Well, it's a fancy word of saying you can change your actually you can change your brain, you can change your mind through training it. You know, they see people who have meditated, over some time. Now scientists they do the scans, and certain areas of the brain do develop and have a higher concentration of brain cells.